Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Pasta Sunday and today's pasta has to be my favorite pasta I'm going to be sharing with you. Pasta Alla Norma is actually a Sicilian pasta and I was so lucky enough to have family cook this for me every day nearly when we visited them in Sicily. So let's make my version. Now the main star of the pasta is actually eggplant. So I've got two pretty medium-sized eggplants here. And what we're going to do is we're going to slice it into cubes. Now once you've sliced them all up into cubes, you want to put them into a colander. And what we're going to want to do is salt the eggplants because eggplants can have that really bitter taste. I'm using pink salt here. So you just want to salt them pretty well and just give it a little toss around to make sure they're all coated here. And I've also got a plate underneath, so what's going to happen is all that extra moisture is going to come out of the eggplants and it'll go into the plate. Now while the eggplants are resting, let's start to make our sauce. We're going to start with some olive oil in a pot, a decent amount. And I'm going to add 4 large garlic cloves that I've just chopped into chunks. Now when they're nice and golden, you want to add in 1 can of puree chopped tomatoes. And I've also now put some water into the can to get all the extra tomato out of the can. And I'm also now going to add a jar of passata. Now passata isn't a tomato sauce, it's actually a puree of tomatoes. So quick tip, when you are buying passata, just check the ingredients and make sure it's only tomatoes and no other additives. Now I've added passata in, so it's got 2 different types of tomatoes, and what it does is it brings a different depth to the sauce. And now you want to season the sauce with some salt, also some black pepper. Now next we need some basil leaves. So I've got my cute little plant here. We need about a handful of basil and it smells so good. I love this herb. Now what you want to do is just tear it with your fingers into the sauce and now let it simmer. Now the eggplants have been resting for about 45 minutes and you can see they've released so much of that extra moisture out. So what we're going to do is with a paper towel, I'm just going to pat dry them just to get rid of that excess salt and just to dry them out. And let's quickly check our sauce. Oh, look at that. Smells so good. And what I'm going to do is quickly try it. It's always good to taste test. Don't burn your mouth. It's really hot. Oh my god. This really shouldn't have happened, but anyways, I'm really clumsy in the kitchen. I always do this to myself. Alright, the situation's sorted. Let's get back to the cooking. Let's get to the eggplants. Alright, so get a big fry pan and start putting some olive oil into your pan and heat it up. Now you want to start adding your eggplants in gently. And once they're nice and caramelized like this, what we're going to do is add half of these to your sauce. So I'm adding half to the sauce here, so it's going to become nice and rich and thicken that sauce up. The other half, just add to a bowl. We're going to add this to the pasta later. Alright, now it's time to cook your pasta. Make sure you also salt your water very well. And add your pasta into the boiling pot. And I'm using casarecce today. It's the classic style they use for this pasta in Sicily. And you can see they've sort of got a little twist in there, so the sauce is going to go nicely through it. And when the pasta's nearly cooked, as I always say, don't forget to save some pasta water. Now add your cooked pasta back to the same eggplant pan. And now add your sauce to the pan. And I've added a splash of pasta water and now I'm adding the other eggplants in. That way you've got 2 different texture of eggplants. And now always let the pasta cook with the sauce for a few minutes, just for the pasta to finish getting cooked as well. And this has been cooking for a couple of minutes together and you can just see how rich the sauce has become. The best part of the day to serve it up. I love serving this with some fresh basil. In Sicily they usually use ricotta salata as a cheese, but I'm actually using parmigiano today. And of course, I can't do it without my mini grater. Alright, let's try some. Oh my god. So rich with those eggplants and the rich tomato sauce and the basil taste. So delicious. And there you have it. My pasta alla norma, like I said, has to be my favorite pasta recipe. So I hope you guys try it out and I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you did, please hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. See you next time. Bye!